You are listening to another Third Coast Nerds podcast. Why don't you take off that skirt and let's talk about the future?
So I think our robot voice is a lesbian.
Yeah, it seems that.
Is that what I got? Did you get the same thing from
Yeah, well,
Pretty much.
yeah.
It's great being able to make it say whatever we want.
Yeah.
We can make that robot anything. Yeah.
She's the best looking dude ever.
I think we need to give her a tail.
You want her to be a furry?
Can we make her
It doesn't
purple?
have to be a furry tail. Reptiles have tails. Birds, well, they're kind of furry.
Is that a thing? Like, I know furries are a thing. You see them everywhere at cons. I've never seen, like, the reptile tail thing.
I can't even think of a character.
Godzilla.
Yeah, but we haven't been to a con in Japan yet, so... Oh, yeah. Well, as I guess you can hear, we're missing Chad again. He's not here.
Who is her?
Going out of town tonight, I guess?
Yes. Yeah, he went to the races this
yeah.
weekend. So he left this morning, I think.
Yeah, I was just hoping he wasn't sick again.
Apparently, that's more important than you listeners. So feel bad and comment. Let them know how you really feel.
Yeah. We do have a guest, though.
We do. It's right there.
And unlucky for you, she isn't on camera, rolling her eyes every time we say anything at the end of the table. But we brought Kristin in for some conversation.
So for that random Twitter user that said, "Why are there no females?"
Here you go.
Here you go.
We have one now.
Hi.
That's how you're going to introduce yourself?
One Twitter user.
Right.
Yeah, it was actually all the same person that's been listening since the beginning.
What is Twitter singularly?
It was actually sent to me via Hangouts.
Twit.
We have one twit, listener.
It's Garcia. It's okay.
Let's not call it that.
Right. Garcia is our twit, our one and only twit.
Oh, that's going in Hangouts in a second.
Oh, we'll hear about it tomorrow when it gets uploaded. He listens to it. He's always the first to comment.
Yeah,
so.
we'll wait it out then.
Yeah, see how that goes. I like doing things at the end of the podcast to make him talk to us about. That way we know how far in he got. But every single time he listens all the way.
He does.
Yeah.
He always comes back.
Just
with
as a
feedback.
test, though, I have a secret later.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
I'll tell y'all.
I wonder what speed where he's listening to us on. Like chipmunks.
He's like, these guys talk really slow.
Oh my god, 2.5. Yes. My trip to work's only an hour and 45 minutes.
If we find out that is true, we should do one episode really slow.
So it's normal speed when he. Yeah. I actually downloaded a podcast listening app this week, so I've been playing with a lot of that stuff.
Yeah, it was the one that works really well because sometimes like someone will ask a question and they'll be like, "Well, how can I listen to your podcast?" And I was like, "I use actually I don't have my phone."
You don't even know what it is, do you?
No, Podcast Addict.
Yeah,
I
podcast
left
it.
that
So
one.
that one's
Really,
good.
you left it?
Yes.
I like it.
I went to Pocket Cast.
I've downloaded that one also.
But then it's in your pocket.
But the cool thing about that is it synchronizes with their website, so you can listen on your computer, pause it, then pick it up on your phone, on your car. And also it detects white space.
Okay.
So that right there, it'll actually detect that and skip over it. So
Nice.
one of the guys at work was telling me that he uses an iOS version of it that's a little bit different. It's got some more features.
He hates himself.
Yeah, no, there's Apple users. But his actually gives him a report on how much time he saved.
Oh, nice.
So that, I mean, way to go, Apple program.
Well, I mean,
there,
it
but-
kind of goes hand in hand, though. You're using an Apple product. You kind of want to know how much time you wasted.
Yeah, so that way, and then that's probably what it is. It wanted to subtract that dead air time and be like, hey, we can spend like a little less time together.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been picking up quite a few casts lately, just to see how good we are in comparison to other people.
Actually, there's. I went through. What is that? That book award for sci-fi? Not Nebula. The other big one. But
Galaxy?
No.
What's bigger than a galaxy?
There's It's basically it gives out awards
Hugo?
every year. Yes, Hugo's.
Oh, the Hugos.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Google.
And every year since 2011, I guess it was, they started giving
long
awards
prestigious history.
Yeah, to podcasts. No, to podcasts. Though.
Okay.
Yeah, they added a podcast one.
Are they called like the Casties?
No. But no,
maybe next year.
I've been looking for a couple of them, so I wanted to listen to a couple and then see how they are.
Anyone in particular?
There was something like Sci-Fi Couch or something like that. So yeah, no, I mean it's mostly going to be sci-fi related because it's the Hugos.
Is it like sci-fi fantasy fiction related or like sci-fi?
No, sci-fi fantasy.
Okay,
They
so
can-
not
I mean,
like
yeah.
those things we've gone to at cons where they're trying to make it real.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
So yeah, because I was like looking up some of the last Hugo Award winners because I'm looking for more books to read. So
You mean more books to listen to?
yes,
So yeah.
no, I do read them too. Like I reread. I first read Ready Player One, listened to it. So
Which one did you like better?
well, Will Wheaton was the one who read to me, so I can listen to Will.
So
Wheaton.
what you're telling me is you like Will Wheaton more than your inner dialogue.
Yeah.
See, I've actually done both just because I was in Ed's car enough.
Nice.
So every day we'd go to lunch, and then we're just in there, and I'll be like, "Well, no, the chapter's almost over. Don't turn the car off."
Yeah.
The last one I tried was Game of Thrones, and
The guy who does Game of Thrones makes me.
want to cut yourself?
Yeah, he does. He does bad, man.
Was yours the same British man who couldn't say 9 words without stopping for a break?
the old man?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
It's Alfred.
I think he's the only one that does
No,
it.
I would prefer Alfred. Like this, it was. We got so many hours into it, but it was just he drew it on so, and I really probably should just fast forwarded him, but an old British chipmunk probably would have been worse than what we were having to listen to.
See, I think it'd be awesome. Like I would listen to the book if it would be Patrick Stewart.
I wonder if he's done any.
I'm pretty sure.
But
I'd listen to Patrick
Have him
Stewart.
doing that crazy gypsy voice. You know what's that language that we talked about a couple weeks ago when he talks about the dialect where he cuts all the words in half?
Oh, like the language he speaks,
Like
Yeah.
Cockney kind of thing.
like from where he's from.
Yeah, because we could pick up
Yeah.
half of it, but if you lose a word, you're
Yeah,
gone, right?
yeah.
Have him do the entire book in that, so you're constantly rewinding.
Yeah, we equated this like his actual language. Like we listened to a video that had him saying a conversation he would have with a friend in the dialect he would use in his hometown, and I got about 12 seconds into understanding him, and then someone said something, and then someone else said something, and it muffled what he said enough for me to I lost everything in 2 seconds. It's like worse than Brad Pitt
In Snatch.
in Snatch.
Yeah.
We're like it's that bad, and he was like, "Yeah, that's how we all talk. Like you should come to a bar."
I'm like, no, I shouldn't.
It would be so difficult to understand anything they were saying at all.
I want a
I was
beer.
able to catch back up, but there was the middle chunk. I was just like, I lost one word.
Yeah,
Done.
it was
Like I couldn't live over there because I have horrible hearing,
yeah.
so I constantly miss little words, and I can piece it together. No, over there I'd be like, yeah, no, no idea what you're
Well,
talking
that
about.
and it didn't help that they say words we don't. So when one of those was in there and it was at half speak without any vowels.
I probably
it
watch
was
enough
harder to-
BBC. I think
Yeah,
I'm
see,
good.
I don't. I'm not a big BBC fan. I don't watch The Who.
Well, I'm behind on the Who, but you Shameless. You know, you have
There's a lot
Being
of good
Human.
stuff on BBC.
There's a BBC. Shameless.
I haven't seen the
Sherlock?
BBC Shameless. Sherlock, yeah. I think I'm
Merlin
up to date.
was awesome. I miss
Yeah.
Merlin.
I
You
do.
have Elementary, which is kind of
Elementary is on ABC or NBC.
it has a British guy.
Oh my
That one's
God, really?
that
We're
one's
talking
US.
BBC here, man.
See, Kyle
Jeez.
thinks he watches BBC when he equates any
Throw
show with a
something.
British person in it as watching BBC.
Oh, I'm pretty
so
sure that
Shield,
had-
Shield's on BBC, right?
No, no, but I thought Elementary.
Agent Simmons does have a British accent.
because
No.
I watched it on Hulu, and I
Right.
thought it had the little BBC
No,
logo.
Elementary's not on BBC.
On it. Okay, so
Yeah.
it's just Sherlock.
Well,
Did
there's
anybody
Sherlock.
watch that Doctor Strange or Doctor Strangelove that was going to come on? I thought
No.
I wanted to catch it, but didn't
Was that-
get to.
What was that one about?
I just saw the previews. It looked really interesting, but I really couldn't tell you a lot of what it was about. Magic, that sort of thing.
I do like magic.
Yeah, magic's cool.
I remember
Is it
seeing
Doctor Strange or Doctor Strangelove. I cannot remember.
Well,
It
Strangelove
new
makes me want to say
series,
like H.P.
but I think it
Lovecraft.
was- I feel like it was strange.
When they introduced it, was it Doctor Strangelove? Like, did they go lower for love? Because that would be an
No,
interesting magic show.
Drinking their bottle of Cavassier.
It's for the ladies.
Well, yeah, they had Merlin that I've watched.
Oh, that's good. Robin Hood.
What was the name of it?
Robin Hood.
That's the actual name of it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I haven't seen
It's
that
on.
one.
It's
I
on
thought it was
Netflix.
Sherlock or not.
No, Sherlock.
Sherwood?
I thought it was Sherwood.
Well, that's where they were, but it's called Robin Hood. It's on the Netflix, but that was BBC.
Yeah, I didn't watch that one, I guess.
Being Human.
Yeah, the original Being Human.
I didn't watch either, the original or the U.S. one.
They were the
I
exact
watched
same
the
with different
US
actors.
one, but yeah, not.
When I started watching the U.S. one, I didn't know that it was a U.S. one yet, so I was like, "This has changed." But I've seen this episode.
How many times have you watched the wrong series, Kyle?
No, I'm usually the one that does.
No,
that.
there was a series that we told you to watch.
Oh, okay.
The Tutors or something.
No, you're talking about Borges.
Yes.
I
was
watched
that you?
the I
That was
watched
me.
the right one, and he watched the wrong one. And
No,
we
I
found
watched
out
the right one because that one was amazing. It was awesome.
because I
know.
said something about Jeremy Irons, and he's like, "Who? He's not in there."
He's like, yeah, he is, dude. I suck at remembering names,
Not on
and
the-
I know that name.
Not the one I watched. So
Which I've seen.
Was yours on
seen Part
BBC?
of that one is good.
yeah, it was. No, it was a Canal Productions. So it's a European thing. One of their European channels.
The Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell. That's the one.
Yeah, that one was magic related.
Never heard about that.
It was.
Ah.
So is that you just looked it up? Is that coming out soon, or was it already out?
I think the first season already came out already.
I think that show's on BBC. Orphan Black? Is that BBC?
No. That's Netflix original.
No, it's
No,
not Netflix
Orphan
original.
Black is not a Netflix original. It's like that. It's a Canadian channel or something. I thought though. It's
Yeah, what
like
was that one?
It's like another BBC.
Maple
BBC,
Leaf?
no, BBC America.
I
for
thought it was
Orphan Black.
BBC.
For Orphan Black. Okay.
Yeah, it's on BBC America and Bell Media.
So Bell Media must be the Canadian one
I'm
you're
ready
talking
for
about.
Orphan Black to come back.
Yeah, that's actually probably been my
One of my
it's hard to
favorites.
say, but because I like the fantasy aspect of things a little more than the cloning aspect of things, but they really keep you on the edge of your seat with that one. But usually I'd have to go with a magic related, like Merlin may top that one for me long term so far. But
What was the name of that one with the chick who was a succubus?
Lost
Lost
Girl.
Girl.
Was that a BBC or?
It's the same as Orphan Black. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
I thought.
Yeah, see that's the thing. I think our sources come from Canada because they come on earlier on Showcase or something.
Yeah.
So we watched that one before they air on Sci-Fi, but I don't know if that's where they're originally played or not.
No,
And I thought we had switched to watching Orphan Black on BBC because it aired in Europe before it aired in Canada before it aired in.
From what
United
this is saying,
States.
it's only on BBC America now. I know that Lost Girl is Canadian.
Okay.
Because it started on the same stuff that Stargate did back in the day.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of studios for the sci-fi related stuff in Canada, and a lot of them are shot there. I mean, Walking Dead shot in Canada. I mean, a lot of the big shows have. I mean, Supernatural shot in Canada. I mean, there's
Dawson's Creek was in Canada.
apparently Canada's really pretty in some spots, and it looks a lot like Kansas. But yeah, a lot of stuff shot there. Most of the people that we go to cons and listen to say they live in Canada because that's where they go and shoot a lot. But I don't know. What are you looking at?
I was looking up BBC shows, but they don't look good.
Yeah, there's been a few.
So BBC America is actually where it's at because we got Orphan Black, Copper, which is actually on Netflix. It started out as a Netflix original or transitioned to it.
Copper?
Yeah.
Is it a bunch of kids running around selling like copper?
No,
that they
it's
ripped off from air
like
conditioners?
1800s kind of cop. It's kind of like Deadwood, but
Okay.
with an accent.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's see here. What's that one that everybody talks about with the old people in the old house? The mansion one.
Downton Abbey.
That
Oh,
one.
I didn't even watch it, but I knew exactly what you meant.
Narissa loved that show. Like I had to download all of the seasons. I think that
I
was
just
like
can't.
3
I
years.
can't. That's one of those I can't bring myself to watch.
Yeah, it's like a soap opera. I
It
don't
doesn't interest me in the least little bit.
I don't understand soap operas, but
That's because you try to watch them on Telemundo.
that is true. But see, the best thing is I mute them and then I speak for them.
Right.
So, you know, I do my little own Mystery Science Theater.
And they all love you, don't they?
They love something.
Wow. So what have y'all watched this week? Are y'all caught up on anything?
No.
Gotham.
Anything that matters?
Gotham's actually gotten really good.
The Reddit disagrees with you.
Again,
I personally went and looked up how
look,
Gotham was doing
we've
because I
already
knew
talked
we were
about-
going to get into
We've
this.
talked about this Reddit thing.
Yeah.
Okay. We don't listen to those douches.
Well, I
no,
read it.
It's
It's not audio.
cool anymore because Neal's
It's
on
on
it.
it. Yeah, exactly. So Reddit doesn't matter. You know, they're like 4chan light.
So if we ever start
Gotham
posting links to our
doesn't matter.
podcast, we skip this one.
Right? Yeah.
What was that?
You can listen to it later when
Yeah.
you listen to the
Oh, screw
podcast.
you.
So nothing besides Gotham.
Let's see here. Gotham. I don't think any of you guys watched that Brooklyn Nine-Nine, which I find is hilarious with Adam Sandberg.
No.
No.
You guys should watch that too. It's funny.
We've told you no before.
I know. I know.
Are you watching the Green Arrow now?
Nope.
You know you need to, right? Because your boy's coming in 2 episodes.
I know, but
That's your boy. What's his name?
No. I ask you what his name is. I know what his name is.
I know his name now.
Who?
Do you?
Yeah.
What is his name?
Well, the one that we say on the show is Constantine.
Okay.
The one and only name is Constantine.
Right.
And then there was some random person at a con named Matt Ryan that you stood in line for like a 12-year-old teenage girl.
I really wanted to get his autograph
I know.
and show him the funny picture I took of him. Which I still haven't posted.
Yeah, where's that meme from
know.
6 months ago?
I know, right?
Oh yeah, he's been. It's going to be really good.
It is. I've been working on it.
But yeah, I think they've led up to letting us know why he's going to be necessary.
Oh, really?
I still don't know who's going to bring him in.
So you know what I was talking about last week then?
Maybe I don't remember last week.
You slept?
Yeah.
Damn it.
What'd you say last week?
The ending of the, like, not this episode, but the episode, last week's episode.
Yeah.
They did something that's pretty much like, yeah, he's going to be needed for that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
But no.
are we seriously not allowed to
Yes, they speak
discuss
in code.
things because people aren't caught up on the show like they should be?
No. It's because it's actually a show
like
that
I
they
don't
care about.
even watch The Arrow, and I probably know everything that's happened in The Arrow since season 1.
So you understand our code then?
I wasn't paying attention because I don't really care. But I probably
I see
would
how
if
it
I
is.
was listening.
No, that's not why he's there.
So there's something in the new episode that'll...
Well, something happens in the episode that came on yesterday
Yeah,
right.
something
That-
everyone's been waiting on to happen.
that you know it's gonna. You know what's gonna happen. I mean,
Well, yeah, they announced it like 3 months ago.
Yeah,
Constantine is going to be on episode.
no. I'm
No,
talking
but
about
I mean,
the
something else that
They
people
also
have been
mentioned it was a
waiting for to
spoiler that was
happen on
spoiled
The
months
Arrow.
ago
Yeah,
on
yeah.
another character coming back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I
But
don't
the
know
thing about that is they also announced this character was going to be on Legends of Tomorrow.
Yeah.
How can the character be dead on Arrow?
Right.
Yeah, they're cast for Legends of Tomorrow.
Well, and that's why I was saying that's why I was saying the end of the episode, because you see exactly what they're doing
Yes.
this next episode.
Well, but you got to think
Yeah.
about it. There's also something else that they can take that to make it happy.
Okay.
Well,
So-
anyways, I was going to say they talk like this for The Arrow and for Supernatural
And
and probably
Why? Because
Flash.
you're never caught up on it?
Shield.
Actually, Edward is probably the
Or why
person
don't they
I'm
just
least
talk
worried about
about it as
spoiling on
normal?
things.
Yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
fine. Yeah.
For me, he knows
But
that I want
usually
to.
Then why do you
It's-
talk in code?
Because usually it's him that hasn't watched it, and for the people who can't see us this week, I'm pointing at the Sir Ed. And Kyle also likes to be at least a season behind on
I
things.
think,
And then
if
Chad-
you do this every Thursday, you're responsible
Yes,
for
yes.
like keeping up with things like
and
this.
no,
and I'm
we-
working on
What
it.
we do is
It's a
we
process.
identify specialists.
So like Neal's
Neal is
Neal's
there.
a supernatural
Like,
specialist. I'm a season
You all
behind.
have laptops and tablets in front of you.
Well, I don't want to
you
spoil
can't
it to
manage
myself.
to like just be a little caught up.
So what you're saying is you want me to watch it while I'm doing something
No,
else?
I'm just saying. I mean,
Yes,
what
'cause
are-
then I
what are
miss
you doing
something.
with
Watch
your
it while you're
life?
supposed to be at work.
Nope.
Download it on your phone and watch it during lunch.
No. Audiobooks are playing at that time.
Mm-hmm.
We got
That's your
loud
problem.
books.
You're not
Ooh.
using enough
Can
of
we
your
mount,
mind.
can we mount a
Well.
screen in your car?
You can't make a sacrifice. Get ready to be
Maybe.
spoiled.
There we go.
But so everyone knows that White Canary was supposed to be brought back from the dead. Yeah, so everyone knows that it was in the spoilers for the season. She's in Legends of Tomorrow. Well, I mean, we
What does
already
she become after she comes back?
Well, that's the thing that's kind of cool right now is everyone, they kind of threw you for a curve. They assumed that Constantine was going to bring her back. Mm-hmm. She's been dead for like 6 months to a year.
Yeah.
No. So the only thing that is introduced in the comics or the TV universe that can do that is the Lazarus Pit.
I hope they take her to Tahiti.
Essentially,
awesome.
that's this is the Tahiti for DC.
Yeah.
Is this Lazarus Pit, and they explain a little more about what it is because she comes out, but how far behind are you?
I don't watch this show
At all? Okay. So last season, someone else had to use the Lazarus Pit. And since then, they've been very hungry to kill people.
Was it Deathstroke?
No, it was not. It was,
I'm just going to start naming people now.
Thea.
Okay. I have no idea who that is. Wait, was that the...
One of John Barrowman. Well,
It's Arrow's sister.
Yeah.
Thea.
Okay. Yeah, okay. I remember her.
so she's got a little bit going on, something wrong with her because of that. And we find out what the pit is. And essentially every person that's bathed in it, like part of them is left in it.
Yeah,
so
like a piece of their soul or something.
if it cleans something off of you, if someone else gets in it, it can be on them.
Okay.
And it expects payment kind of in return for the cleansing or the whatever it does for you.
It expects death for life, or apparently,
Yeah.
if it brings you back.
So that can cause problems.
Okay.
So I really think what they're going to do is they're going to end up having to bring Constantine in to deal with the effects of the Lazarus Pit on 2 of the cast members now that have
'Cause
been put in it.
It makes them bloodthirsty. They want to kill people.
Yeah. So, and I forget his name now. The new villain, the blonde dude.
I don't know. I would participate in this conversation, but
Do you remember his name? The new villain,
Oh, that's
Damien Dark.
Damien Dark.
Do you know anything about the storyline on him?
no.
That's why I was kind of hoping Chad would be here
I
because
kept
he
wanting to
probably
say Donnie
would know.
Darko.
But yeah, this Damien Dark dude is played by one of the guys who was originally on the Marvel, the Captain America movie. That was in the little squad that went with Captain America.
Mm-hmm.
One of those guys. I don't know his name. He's been in other things, but I don't know anything else to isolate him with.
Yeah.
But he's got some weird powers. Like he touched a dude. Just like, my hand is on you.
I know he touched the dude.
My hand is on you, and now I suck the life out of you. And then in this episode was really cool because I told you the guy from Stargate was in it, Martouf. Mm-hmm. He had a pretty cool ability. It's kind of unbelievable, but I mean,
lame.
it was good seeing him in there.
And that's in what show again?
This is Arrow.
Arrow, right?
Yeah.
And that's
But he actually came.
Let's tie your hands down. And you can't throw any.
Yeah, but he came from Star City. He was hired by Damien Dark to kill the Arrow. So they're bringing metahumans in from the other side. So they're leaving that pathway open. And actually, something for you that I read, there's supposed to be an Arrow iZombie crossover now.
Wow, that's awesome.
I don't know how that's supposed to happen because I don't know anything about your show.
Yeah.
An iZombie crossover?
Yeah,
or something?
iZombie.
Well, I'm still wondering how the heck they're going to do the Bones and Sleepy Hollow crossover.
Yeah.
Like, isn't that...
Well,
this,
that-
is that
that
this
one
week,
makes more
next
I
sense.
think
week?
it's next week.
Yeah, it's next week. I think that one makes more
Well,
sense
Bones
though because
has
like
nothing to do with the supernatural
no,
or anything.
Booth is an FBI agent and old girl is
Now an agent.
an FBI agent. So
That's
they're
the
gonna
only connection.
they're going to work
though.
on a case together.
But that's all you need.
And then
Once
they're
you
gonna
have
do a
that,
spin-off
that,
called
that FBI
X-Files.
Rolodex, you're like, you know what? Who could help us the most? I saw this chick on TV, this Bones chick. You know what? I'm going to look her up in directory at work. I need your help in Sleepy Hollow. Boom. Crossover.
Huh.
It really can be that lame, and
Sounds
it'll
legit.
work.
Jeez.
Although that would be kind of cool because then they would be aware of themselves. Be kind of self-aware. Like, I saw you on TV.
Yeah,
Bones.
I mean, there should be like in the background, newscasts, and Bones is giving like some like rundown of some serial killer.
Yeah.
But does
you know?
she?
No,
Or no, which one's Bones? Bones is the dude or the chick?
Chick.
chick.
Bones is
I
the
don't know.
chick
That
because
should be
she
pretty-
actually investigates or like, the bones.
Okay.
The other
So
one's
they call
Booth.
her Bones.
Because you watch it because of the guy used to be an angel, right?
No, I watch it because of Miss Deschanel.
He used to be a vampire
but it's the
named
wrong
Angel.
It's the wrong
fine.
Deschanel.
But it's fine. It's fine. And then also her hippie friend. I love her hippie friend.
Is that the one that looks like she's like half Hawaiian?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's okay.
Yeah. So I
Not
watched.
bad.
I watched it for those two.
There was no one
again,
that really
like-
carried that show in that aspect for me. And when you have the wrong Deschanel, that really like rubs me the wrong way because I'm like,
don't
this
know.
could be your pretty sister.
Yeah, with the nasally voice and the very annoying demeanor. I don't know.
No, I mean I like. Her
and that I bet
Emily,
she would
right?
think she's smarter than me.
Oh, I'm pretty sure she does.
Yeah, and see, I don't like that.
She does or she is, Ed?
Does. Not
does,
is.
not is.
Yeah. Totally different.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, there's
tried.
not too many people I'd rate that high, you know.
Yeah, I'm interested
it goes
to see-
like Ed's friends.
And then the rest of the world.
Everybody else.
But yeah,
I'm
I
pretty
don't.
realistic.
I don't know how. Sleepy
How are
Hollow-
you?
It makes sense how they need the help, and how it somehow a case could come up that Bones and Booth are working on.
Well, I
And,
mean,
but
because the whole thing is what's his name? Ichabod, right?
Mhm. The Horseman?
Yeah, no, not the Horseman. He's the main guy.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
Okay, Crane.
Because with his wife saving his bones and everything like that, so Bones gets called in to look at some bones, from some other Civil War guy. That's where I'm going with it.
See, I think it'll be more.
that also seems lame. and
What do you
how
expect?
how are
Do you
Bones?
expect like some shootout to come out and
How
Booth
are
just walks
Bones?
out, what's up?
Yeah, dude, I want like a high speed chase, and like Booth and Bones are like flying through this little town of Sleepy Hollow with no abandon, with just like and then
No
boom.
regard for life.
And then like boom, they run over a cannon, and some smoke monster grabs them up, and then they got to get saved by the people from Sleepy Hollow. And then like the next episode of Bones, they're just sitting there, just like, what happened? They're all scared.
Ooh, or
You know what's going to
happens
happen, though.
is Booth is working on a serial killer thing, and the kid dresses up in the Headless Horseman get up, and he goes to Sleepy Hollow to chase him down, and he like confronts him, and he's like, "Hey, you're coming with me," and then turns around, and then Ichabod's like, "No."
No, it's going to be since
my
it's so
God.
close to Halloween. It's going to be one of those specials to where they suggest that they're supernatural and all that, and then Bones just debunks it. Like it'll be one of those.
It'll be
like-
one that like his memory is completely wrong. He's like, actually, no, that was something completely different. And she's all like, yeah, these bones are from a different place. They were brought here in a little box. You can tell the box was this big because
Yeah.
the bones are this long.
There may
And
be
they smell
drugs
like
involved with
cheese, and this box had cheese in it before this.
hallucinations.
That's why I don't like her. She's always got all these answers.
Damn liar.
But I'm
Well,
very
it also
interested.
depends on which show comes on first. Don't they? Do they come on one behind the other? 'Cause
Yeah.
you can kind of
It goes Bones and Sleepy Hollow. I
So
believe.
you would imagine, because they're coming on the same day, so it's going to start with Bones. So you'd imagine it's probably going to be FBI agent has to train a younger agent. She
Okay.
comes into town, and they find some suspicious scene, and she has to call in Ichabod. And there you go. The bones get discovered by Booth, and Bones and Ichabod, they're going to get on like cake because they're going to be so technical about everything and be clean and neat and tidy. And then the two FBI agents are going to get along really well too. And it's going to kind of play off that. But yeah, that's how it's going to roll out.
See, I think it would be better
No.
if it's like a phone call in the first episode and an email in
And
the
then,
second.
so
That's
it's
it.
going to leave Bones and them wondering about the supernatural mysteries at the end of their episode and kind of leave them there. And then you're going to go into Sleepy Hollow where it's going to get completely into more of the storyline that they kind of can't get into as much in Bones because they can't completely change up the show like that unless they're going to completely ignore the episode or something after.
You said a lot of words. And the whole time I was thinking B is for blue, is for biological. From Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. this week.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
Yeah, I didn't see
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Y'all
I got
need
some
to start
See,
watching
y'all are
those.
awful.
There's a
I've
part
been
where
busy
they're out in the
Yeah.
field like collecting evidence, and someone grabs a clear bag, and it's a biological sample, and apparently they're taught that that's not the way they do it in the lab. Simmons had this system. It's B, blue, biological. And they talked about recycling and then all that kind of stuff. So
Yeah.
she's talking about Crane and them all being precise and clean and all
Right,
that.
right.
And I'm like, hey. It's a theme across
I'm a
multiple
little,
shows.
I don't know. I think with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., I don't like the storyline with Simmons right now.
How many episodes have you watched this year?
I'm one episode behind.
So you just hadn't watched this one?
Yeah, I haven't watched.
Well, it still doesn't give us any progression in her storyline.
So she still just
I
wants
could
to go
see
back?
how you wouldn't quite like it, but I've got to wait to see why exactly she wants to go back. I don't have enough information. If there could be a really good reason behind it.
Well, I'm going to
but
ruin
as
one
it is
thing
right
for
now,
you.
she's annoying me with the whole I want to go back when they went and risked everything to save her ass. Be like, fine, go back, bitch.
Wow. Do not cross Kristin. Mental note.
Yeah. If she saves you from another planet, dimension, or place, you're staying.
Yeah.
Like,
If I risk my ass, hell
I will
no.
eat my dinner and be quiet.
yeah, they give you the same cliffhanger.
Okay.
So the next episode should be us seeing or finding out a lot more about that place.
Oh yeah, it's supposed to kind of focus on it, I think, and you're going to see everything she went through there.
So,
Because I think
so
there's got maybe
that's what you assume this episode was going to be with the cliffhanger.
You would think
know?
maybe someone helped her, and maybe she feels like she has to go back, or maybe there's something important that they need there. But
Well, with her
Well,
storyline,
she was there, for 6 months, right?
Yeah.
And so it's an alien world. Time probably
Do
was
you think
a little
she
different,
did
probably?
what Ed would do there? Is that what you're going at?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Well, basically, the
got
only thing
pregnant,
that
had a baby.
she's
Needs to go
told
back and get her baby.
everyone that
In
there was
6 months.
flora and no fauna.
But I'm saying it could be time could.
So you're
yeah,
saying
time could be
So
different.
you're saying alien
there.
baby,
Yeah,
or
she had
time
a-
difference, she
there
had a baby.
could, there could be
Or
a
an
baby
entire
already.
family.
Yeah.
There has been a theory of some sort of baby, like she's either pregnant now and they haven't detected it, or that there's a baby.
Well, and the bad thing was when she came back, she said that the planet was flora,
Yeah.
not fauna. So
Right.
she's saying that it was a complete planet.
Right.
And then she slips up at some point in the episode when she's at dinner with Fitz,
Right.
and says, "I was being chased,"
Right.
but I don't know. And then she kind of conveniently stopped wanting to talk about it and sidetracked it when he was asking, "Chased by what? Chased by who?"
Yeah.
She's like, "I don't know." Like, really?
Yeah.
You don't know, but there's a lot of theories about different biological plant type races, and there's
Groot.
right?
Yeah.
Groot.
Yeah.
Right.
Bunch of little Groots running around.
But there's actually some storyline back in there about some of the races. I think that other dude Lash is a part of. Where
But we had
he's-
already seen some of them chasing her in a scene. Like,
yeah. So
very
she's not one to tell
shortly.
people she's being chased. So she's being chased. We don't know why she's being chased, but for whatever reason, she wants to go back after being chased.
Yep.
So there's some crazy going on there.
So she didn't want it, but now she does?
well, and she came out. Like if she really wanted to stay, why would she allow herself to be rescued? You know. So,
Yeah, 'cause
well,
she
she knew
was
she couldn't
doing
do
the
it by
whole reaching
herself
thing.
at that point. I would think she needs the help.
yeah, it could be, but
Yeah, but
I mean,
she has,
it
she's
leaves
not
so many
talking to
questions.
nobody about the help, you know?
Exactly, she's all canned up,
Yeah.
and
Well,
and,
she's still kind of in shock.
well, that and
She
they,
get
you've
used to
seen the way
gravity
she's
and all that
reacted
again.
around blood or wine, around red liquids. When she had a cut on her leg in the shower, and when she looked down and saw it, she kind of freaked out. And then at the dinner with Fitz, when he poured the wine, is when she started crying and freaking out. And then the only other time she kind of got like that is when she went in the lab, and the lab was kind of her
her safe
spot and
place,
stuff.
yeah.
So there's something she also could have been experimented on in another lab that can kick memories or stuff. But it's like, give us more information. Stop giving us the same cliffhanger. Like,
Yeah.
we want to know now. You know.
So you think next episode's flashback central?
I think next episode is going to be very, very heavily Simmons.
Oh, I hate flashbacks.
Well, I mean, this one you should
It might
like.
not
No,
be
this one
heavy,
I want the
still.
I think it'll
flashbacks, but-
progress that storyline finally. Because I mean, I think we'll start getting some flashbacks, but it's not like they're going to have a way to go back immediately.
Watch it be a cheesy Halloween special, and they'll completely skip everything.
That would make me mad.
Oh yeah, I would rage.
They should have done the previews.
Yeah. So did y'all at least watch Walking Dead?
Yes.
Yeah, you're gonna ask me that question?
Yes, I did. I am.
I haven't even seen episode 1.
I thought episode 2 was significantly better than 1.
Oh my God. Episode 2
Carol
was
is
amazing.
my bitch.
No, I think you're Carol's bitch.
Yeah, Carol was off the hook, man. Being dressed up as Aphid and everything else.
Who is that guy?
Exactly.
You don't know?
No.
Why you got to say his name like you know who he is? I have questions about him.
They kept on saying, "Hey,
I know,
Aphid,
and that's
hey,
why
Aphid."
he's got to be important because
So
they're like,
I was like,
no one says a
it's
name.
Just letting you know they knew that person. And
Right,
She killed
like
him.
she
I guess
did.
he's
She
not
did such a
important.
great job hiding herself. They fell for it.
No, the one of them wolves they give a name.
Yeah.
She happens to kill, and then everyone says his name when it's not him.
Right.
So there's some that dude's like Scout Party Master 1 or something.
See, what I thought it was like a ranking system. I was like, Aphid, that's like the low level.
It's a red shirt.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what I thought at first, and then they're like, "Oh, I watched Talking Dead afterwards."
Oh, so you heard Kevin Smith's comment?
Yeah, dude, did you see Kevin Smith?
He looked. I only watched a couple minutes because I don't record it and I don't really care for it. But nonetheless, he looked slim.
He lost a lot of weight. He was sitting next to Paul Bettany.
Yeah.
That skinny guy from A Knight's Tale, and he was comparable in size.
Well, I think
wow.
it's because he wasn't wearing a hockey jersey.
Well, no, man. I mean, he had an.
Well, that's
ill-tailored
honestly what it is he's
suit
less comfortable
jacket.
with himself, and when he's fat and he wears a hockey jersey because it's oversized and it doesn't matter.
Right. Well,
So-
no, his suit jacket was really bad.
Oh, yeah?
I was like, man, dude, you're worth $25 million. Don't get off rack. For real, man. Tailor it.
But yeah, dude, I love the fact that it starts with the whole little kitchen conversation and like we don't need a mixer, we can make it by hand. And then it goes to
you need
her
to
like
stop
making
smoking
this.
inside,
Yeah,
go
don't smoke in the
outside.
house.
telling her to smoke
And
outside.
he's
You got
like,
too
"Hey."
much stuff wanting to kill you.
I'm gonna prep all this and I'm gonna put this in the oven. I'm gonna start my timer for 45 minutes. Oh, look, that bitch right there. She listens. She's smoking outside.
What?
That bitch is dead with like a human with a machete.
Yeah.
Oh snap!
At first, when I first saw that scene, I was like, Carol's imagining some crazy ass shit.
I did it first too.
Right?
I was like, man,
I was like, that's
gotta watch
cold
her.
blooded, Carol.
And then
you
it
know?
pans away, and it's like, nope,
this is happening. Yeah.
Nice.
Well, did you catch what Carol said to the little boy? Right? Yeah, he's dead. Get over it, basically.
Yeah.
And then
pretty
walked
much.
off. And then she kind of had her little moment at the end, sitting there looking at the cigarette.
Yeah.
I was like,
Well, Looking at the little A he drew too,
yeah.
like starting to feel bad.
Well, I have questions about the episode. Why did that wench have the keys?
I think she's a spy still.
No, I don't think she's a spy.
Nah,
I think she's
I
just
think
one of
she's
those
a
little
spy.
Zombies have
those
spies.
those.
No, I think she's a
kleptos,
spy
man.
for the
I think
other
she's a
team, the
klepto.
Wolves.
The timing, like that's not like
Oh,
normal
there's teams.
klepto
The way
timing.
she was acting.
Well, trying to get in.
Yeah, like I'm gonna have these keys in my hand. I have no
I'm just
sweat
gonna
on
walk
me.
over
Yeah,
here,
like I
not
was
worried
trolley
at
freaking
all.
hard across the street with people getting them hacked down by machetes, and I'm gonna give you the master key ring, which apparently anyone can go get the master key ring.
Yeah.
And I don't think this should fall into the wrong hands.
And the way she's just like, there are too many blind spots. And then the way he cut her off, like she was like, "That's how we." Makes me think she was actually talking about the wolves. Like that's how we.
I don't know. I don't know if I would put her in with the Wolves yet.
Because how would she have survived
I
that
do agree
long
that,
on her
that there
own?
is.
Having
Did
to
you
eat
see how
it-
she ate that
having
turtle?
to eat a turtle raw. Like she couldn't even
That was
make a way,
finger-licking
like make a
good.
fire.
That
so
was-
she wouldn't have survived that.
That was the
long.
I
goriest
agree.
shit I've seen on Walking
Yeah.
Dead since the day one.
Yeah.
And it's someone eating a raw turtle.
They eat a turtle? I don't
Yeah.
like the show even more now.
Like,
I like
I've
turtles.
seen people die. I've seen people kill zombies. I've seen people kill people. I've seen heads roll off, arms come off, maggots. The worst thing I've seen on this show is a little girl eating a raw turtle.
Was it a real turtle?
Well, I mean, it looked pretty real. It was pretty
She
disgusting.
just it looked like she just ripped its head off and
They just started
going
eating
at
it.
it. Then
and
she
she's all
started
licking stuff off her fingers. It was
took the bones and was like drawing her initials in the bones.
Well, I think that's
That was
not her
JSS.
initials.
Well, it wasn't her
JSS, but
initials. I
yeah.
know
just
that,
survive
but
somehow.
Yeah, just
the
survive
initials.
somehow.
Yeah.
But
And she survived somehow.
well, that
Well,
and also Carl told her stay in the house and protect Edith
Yeah.
or whatever the kid's name is. That's a kid. I don't
Julie, I
care.
don't remember.
Eden. I don't, Judith.
Judith.
Okay, Judith. Yeah. But they made a point to show Carol looking at that baby monitor while she was making that
Right.
thing in the oven.
And then we didn't see Judith
Yeah, like-
at all.
Like after everything's over, and I thought it was brilliant the way they did it. Carl's sitting there, he sets the gun down, he hears the ding, he goes and turns the oven off, pulls the food out, and then like you expect the next thing for him to do would be look at that baby monitor,
right?
and he doesn't.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering, is that baby still there?
That's what I was wondering too. I was like,
that's the first thing I said is like, where's the baby?
Well,
Yeah.
that and the people Morgan talked to, because it sounded like they said, it's a trap. None of you are supposed to be here. That sort of thing. Like,
I
it
don't know-
just seems
I don't know if it was,
like
like,
there was a whole other plan as well.
I think they
I don't
were
think
going to
it's
raid
o-
the
it's-
place.
I don't think it's over at all.
I think that was a scouting party of some sort, and they were supposed to raid the place while everyone was supposed to be out doing the herding.
Yeah,
around
they
the
thought all
zombies.
the weak people were going to be in, and I feel like
Well, they
the
were,
only-
but
I-
Carol.
and I feel like the only way that they knew people were going to be gone is that there had to be a spy, and the most logical person to me to be that spy right now is her.
I am
little
upset that I
girlfriend.
called why the horn was going off. I was like, someone just got dead and their head's like sitting on the thing. I mean, yeah, that was over here on the panel instead
Right.
of on the steering wheel, but I was like, oh. But and then that kid, of course, that stopped that truck. The dude's got like people in the scope and like miss,
Yeah.
and then guess what? I'm gonna one-handed this M4 like and just squeeze the trigger and stop an 18-wheeler from coming through a fence.
yeah. Well, I mean, there's that, and also the logic of coming out of the tower.
Yeah, the dude, you
I'm like-
have like
I'm like, dude,
the
you
advantage
see
in
what's
position.
happening.
You stay up there and you
Stay
pick
up there
people
and start
off.
taking people out. But I mean, he's one of those wuss
Yeah,
characters too.
and
so.
that's what I'm glad they did. Is now there's far fewer useless people.
I don't know. Eugene's still alive. God,
I don't know, man. He's got mad hair game.
he needs to die.
The
I
priest is more useless than Eugene. The priest
No.
can die before
No.
Eugene. Sorry.
I mean, Eugene. The
No,
priest was being
priest
attacked,
can
right?
die.
The priest was being attacked, and he was kind of fighting it off, right?
He was just like holding its hands.
Yes, but Eugene wouldn't have
No,
been
I
doing
don't
that.
care.
Eugene would have been curled
The
up in a
priest
ball.
Yeah,
It's
but
like a
but
pitiful
Eugene can
whelp.
actually put together a workshop
That
and
is gonna
build
get
stuff, and the
everybody
preacher
killed.
is just going to go and whine.
Can he? He hasn't done shit.
I think he's got some engineering skills.
You think?
I think he did do some sort of little project for them to get shit working better. So yeah, he has his technical
I
abilities.
mean, he's got to like carve that.
I can't
mullet.
remember exactly what it was right at this
You know-
moment,
you know
but
what-
they've had him do things.
You know what kind of like what math is required to keep that mullet that exact size and shape every week out there and like
Yeah. Like, man, we ain't got no real barbers.
right?
Oh, there's old girl. Oh my God, old girl.
Yeah.
Oh,
I wouldn't be cutting no one's hair with them scissors.
I mean, I was like, man, I wanted her to turn around when her older son came in. How about that haircut now?
right?
Right?
No, dude, I was very, very happy with the amount of rage that she put into killing that
Oh, yeah.
person.
For sure.
Like this is, and I think one of the reasons I liked it is because they were killing people, not zombies.
Right?
Yeah, no, I mean, it kind of brings a little bit more gore to it because it is
You actually
other
like
humans going after
yeah.
humans.
The whole time you're watching the series, you're like, okay, stab a zombie, stab
Yeah.
a zombie, stab a zombie. Like I care more about my dog than I do these zombies.
I don't know, y'all. Like the past 3 seasons, at least, there's been a lot of human killing. So
Well-
you've acted like it's been without it.
Well, I just
but
did watch 6 episodes of Fear the Walking Dead where you only saw 3 zombies. So maybe I'm adding that timeline to it. But
Oh, see, you're making no sense now. You're not even proving your own point.
but yeah, I mean, I just the way they were in hand-to-hand combat. Just the other ones, I guess, are what made it seem so bad. Is 'cause they were like cutting people up.
Oh yeah,
Like, straight
these
up
guys
arms
were
and
just
legs
going
coming
after
off.
him. You know,
Which I
he
don't
was
understand.
hacking.
I'm going to lean over this dude and cut him up for 4 minutes. How is no one going to walk up behind me and kill me?
Right. I mean, unless Carol was there, because she just walked up on people.
Right?
She's like, "Yep, you're dead. You're dead. Oh, you guys are talking to him? Why dead?"
Yeah.
You know?
A lot of people are saying them crossing the roads at the end too is them like both changing directions, where he's coming to the realization that like his way's not going to work, and like she thinks she's gone too far, and that
On which one?
at the very end, Carol and Morgan.
Oh yeah,
When they're
Morgan-
like, and
And
I
she
thought
has
she
her
just looked
cry
at him and
moment.
mean mugged him. I didn't
Yeah.
think she thought she didn't
I
think.
think that neither one of them wanted to acknowledge each other because at that point they did both kind of see the other's
Point of view.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
I think Morgan was aware of that though, because if you remember on the previous episode, Morgan's like, "Oh, you're somebody who knows about things." You know,
Yeah, like definitely. I mean,
Yeah, but he didn't know to the extent.
yeah, not like
I don't know. Morgan really pissed me off this episode too. I mean,
well.
Yeah, he
Who-
let
who's
people
gonna
go
die?
again.
Who's gonna
it's
die
like
from that gun?
already because he let a couple people go.
I don't
Well,
know.
2 of the people in the town that were murdering people, he had already let go.
Yeah.
And then he let that one dude walk away with a gun at the end. And let's think about this now. Who do you think is going to die and is going to be on his conscience?
Who you got?
Well, I do remember another character in the comic books wearing an eye patch. Besides, well, I don't know if the governor was even in the comics or not. I don't remember.
I don't know.
There is another infamous gunshot wound type of thing that happens.
And I'm wondering if that's going to be the weapon that makes that happen. There's another gunshot wound to an eye.
It better not be Glenn.
No.
Oh, you won't care who it is.
Coral.
Coral. But that would be more than enough because it would be personal for Rick.
Yeah.
And Morgan gets Rick's... Because, I mean, think about it. It's going to be 2 episodes before you know if that kid's still alive. And then they've already practicing this new surgeon chick out who doesn't know what she's doing.
That's if they intend to keep that scene in there. You don't know just how close they're going to keep.
I think they're leading to something, though.
I don't think they're going to keep the Glenn scene
I don't think
there.
so either.
Because
I mean, they've reduced
people
his
would be
airtime,
very, very pissed off about that.
No Glenn?
Yeah. If
but regardless,
what is supposed to happen to Glenn happens.
Regardless who gets hurt, you don't have a good doctor anymore.
Yeah.
So I think that's one of the reasons they're kind of showing the storyline is that gun's gone, and when that gun gets activated and someone gets shot, we've got a scrub over here to help.
Right.
So the odds, they're going to be able to build more suspense and draw it out longer if they want to. The pacing was great in the second episode.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like, it was nonstop. Like,
well, that's what they were talking about on Talking Dead, that the scene, was actually shot real time.
But my main thing, though, is
because of the oven timer.
Michonne, Rick, and everyone else, kind of leave at the same time as Morgan?
No. Morgan was sent back to tell the town about the dude with the love letter.
The love letter.
What,
the guy that
She's All That or whatever
Rick
movie.
Shanked.
Oh, God. Are you...
Wait, what?
No, it's Can't Hardly Wait.
Can't Hardly Wait. Remember that dude was on Can't Hardly Wait?
Oh, yeah.
He had the whole love.
Yeah.
So that's why I call him the love letter.
Gotcha. Okay, it makes so much sense now. Because you made that comment last week. I just didn't quite get it.
Oh, yeah.
But now
I should have explained it then.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
But he was sent back early to go tell the town what happened.
At least a couple of them were supposed to be coming back with him.
No, because Rick was moving forward to the front of the zombie herd, and then when they said, "Oh, they're breaking off," when the horns went off, and that's when Michonne and the other
So I mean, we
go to the
we don't know if the first episode was shot minute by minute like we know the second one was due to the timer going off, but. It did seem to me like it was at least a commercial break worth the time.
Well, no, I think what they were showing is episode 1 was let's say from 10 o'clock to 10:45, and then episode 2 was 10 o'clock to 10:45, or kind of sort of with the timing.
Well, so it really had to be.
They're going to sync up once Rick gets.
Well,
there,
Morgan shows up right as she's done putting that thing in the oven.
No,
so I mean, if it takes, say they're 2 miles away and he runs it, which he didn't look all that tired when he got there.
Yeah.
So let's say he's walking a good 8 to 10 minute mile. He needed 15 minutes to get back at 2 miles.
Okay, maybe there's a
20 for
they're
3.
staggering about 15 minutes.
So I think there's just a little bit of a stagger there. Mm-hmm. Because if you think about it, you got to see enough time after he sent Morgan away before the buzzer went off.
Right.
And you heard the buzzer for like 2 minutes there.
Right.
Whereas he was already at least gone at that point.
Yeah.
So, but that's actually interesting that you bring that up because a couple other shows have been really good about tying things together. Like S.H.I.E.L.D. lately has split teams on different, doing different things, and they're tying a lot of it together with phone calls.
Right.
So you're being able to track like minute by minute, and like the conspiracy people that are trying to put all these things together are like being able to go down to no, it can't be this because this was in this with this, and it's actually pretty cool that they're doing that. But I hope they don't burn themselves with it.
So did we think Morgan killed that one guy in the house, or he didn't kill him?
The very end?
Yeah.
Because
he apologized. He said, "I'm sorry," and then cutscene.
Well, I mean,
no, I think Morgan killed him, and I think that's why he came out looking like that.
Like
he realized he had to kill him.
But then why wouldn't he take care of that dude that was trying to take that gun then?
No, that was before though.
Was that before?
Yeah, that was before.
Okay.
Yeah. This is
actually.
Is the last
I want to believe. I want to believe that he killed him.
I do too. I
want
to think that he's
he
finally
walked out with that little blue bag or whatever.
The little man purse, the little blue man purse.
purse.
Yeah, a European knapsack or something.
Yeah,
who knows?
A messenger bag,
right? It really just looked like a triangular purse. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know what was in that bag. That's the first time he's gone European with us. But I want to believe that he killed him, And that's why he that cross at the end, why that was so powerful and the way it was done, because she just realized that she killed people and that people died because they weren't protected well enough. And I know she has that like mama bear kind of
what I hope to believe.
I want to believe is he had a gun in the blue bag and that he took off. He realized what he had to do and he took off after to kill the guys. And it's going to be a Morgan-centric episode next time, and you're actually going to see him go after the guys, and you're going to get to see how he.
So you're saying you don't think he's going to go back and help Rick?
Eventually, but why would they need just one person right now? What good could he really do?
But he's Morgan. Have you seen what he can do with that stick?
Yeah.
I understand that, when you have 10,000 zombies running at you.
That would be cool if he finally
one black guy's
grew
just
some
going to die.
and realized if he kept
that would be
that would
be redemption for his character, to be honest.
What I wanted to believe for Carol is that she wasn't sad about killing people. It was that she missed killing.
I think she really feels more about the fact that they weren't able to protect the other ones.
For me, I think it's more along the lines of that they live in a world where they have to. Like, she knows it's necessary, but she's just like, I think she's just exhausted.
Oh, I mean, I would be too.
I think it's what it is.
That killing
she's
spree
still
she
going to
went
do
on.
what she has to do, but she's exhausted.
Well, and I think it also kind of her with that cigarette at the end, because it really looked to me like she wanted to smoke that cigarette.
Yeah.
And she could put herself in the shoes of the other person that was smoking and realize, like, we're still trying, but like this is crazy going on everywhere. Like, I can understand you needing that, and then I don't know where she was headed. I mean, we don't know where those two paths were going. We know it was filmed that way just to get them doing that. They may not even been going anywhere. But, I thought it was just kind of cool.
Like, even though she was being strong and faking everybody out, she still wanted it to be a safe place too.
Yeah.
She still wanted to feel like.
Well, and her and Rick were right. I mean, they were right about a lot of things, and you really do still have to be on your toes in that situation, regardless. Because I thought that was completely out of the blue. Like, the wolves have been kind of quiet. We knew they were going to be there. We knew they were coming up at some point and what it's leading to and stuff. But it was like, I didn't expect it to start like that. They had me sidetracked with all those zombies like really well. I think that was kind of the reason I liked that episode, is it blindsided you.
Well, it's like, okay, we just saw what happened right now with all the wolves, and now we're going to prepare for this zombie horde.
Yeah, they don't even know what they're coming into. They're going to walk into just people's bodies cut up in random places in this little town. Like, and there may be a baby missing.
Yeah.
Like, there's going to be a lot of drama. So I said some mad things about the first episode, and they were true.
Yeah.
But they did better in the second one.
They seriously
and if the second or the third one follows the pace of the first one, I'll forgive the very first episode.
I actually didn't
second
mind
one?
the
Yeah,
first
second one.
episode. I didn't have a lot of complaints. I mean, sometimes the episode doesn't have to be fully action-packed for me to enjoy it.
I agree.
I liked,
story.
that there was something going on the whole time to keep you into it, and at the end, you're just, it was a kind of a peaceful episode. Finally, everyone was getting along. I don't know, but I liked the build-up and then the, throw in the second episode at you. I thought they both went well together.
Yeah.
Yes, I think it would have been better if they were played back-to-back, so I could have considered it one episode and a success.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought the first episode was pretty
But, I mean, I think a lot of it was pacing, like we said.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
So I'm hoping episode 3 is paced like episode 2.
It's just as
you're
boring
still
to
here.
listen to.
You're still they're supposed to get attacked every episode. I mean,
Yes.
come on.
Yes, they are.
That can't happen every episode, guys.
I disagree.
I think there's a way to make it
There's
happen.
Bill
got to
and
be
Ted's
filler.
T-shirt.
Got to be filler.
Nice.
It shouldn't be the first episode of the
Be
season,
excellent to each other.
Yes.
though. It should say Wild Stallions. Because Wild Stallions saves the world. That's all I'm saying. All right, Kyle, take it away.
What you got over here? You
Oh,
got bored
so-
enough to open a box.
Oh yeah, yeah. And I also found something more interesting than Walking Dead.
Oh, yeah? Is it the
Yeah.
Running Dead?
No, there's the running. No, we're not going there.
That's
and
28 weeks later.
yeah, MythBusters is coming to an end after 14
really?
seasons. Yeah,
don't do
that's
this.
how uninteresting The Walking Dead is.
I
Maybe
know.
for you.
I discussed this earlier. I was talking about how they really hate each other and all that, but yeah.
Oh, the host?
Woohoo,
Yeah.
It's over.
I didn't watch the show, so
I watched it during the holidays when they would have it on, and
It's nice.
it made it easy to sit there on the couch while everyone was talking, and I was acting like I was listening, watching
yeah.
Mythbusters. And
See, I couldn't even pretend to be
those
watching that.
what
I would just gotten up and gone
garbage
outside.
or
I've seen,
garbage wars or something.
Junkyard Wars.
Junkyard Wars.
That was actually good.
Garbage wars.
No, Mythbusters, it was like, it's a hit or miss. It depends on how often they use their assistant, to be honest.
Well, that's the problem. Is there was so much stuff going on between them that all the cool ones are gone.
Wow.
Like, there was a semi-attractive, geeky girl that was on there for a while with an Asian dude. They both left and are doing other projects. Like, it ran its course. I mean, two people that didn't like each other had to work together for 14 years.
Like Penn and Teller.
Hey, they don't like each other?
Oh, I don't know. I just would like to see them fight.
I would assume they
There'd
get
be
along.
one yelling
Right?
and one
They
just
have
looking.
to get along.
You would assume if he didn't like it, he'd say something.
All right.
So what'd you get in your loot crate this week?
So I got a Doctor Who spork.
A spork.
Yeah, it's a Sonic spork.
A Sonic spork?
Yep. I got the Bill and Ted T-shirt. A button, because you get a button every time. And a Back to the Future hoverboard.
Does it work?
No.
You should try it.
It comes with an authentication card, and then, of course, a pop dock. It's one of the better loot crates so far.
Actually, it is.
Are they all this? They're not usually this themed.
No,
like
every month is themed. Like last month was Supernatural.
Yeah, it was.
So I got a
I choose
Supernatural
you
car.
or Summon.
Summon. Yeah,
that's what it was.
Summon was the theme. So I got the Pikachu hat.
Yeah, that's because I knew the car and the hat came together, and they in no way should be in the same box. Yet everything in this box,
Yeah, this has more.
this
synergy
one
for
seemed to be
sure.
more.
Yeah,
more
this is time travel.
synergy.
Synergy.
Yeah, this one's time travel. But
I've used that word like 4 times today. I'm gonna start picking out buzzwords.
Yeah.
You know, so when I'm talking to people, you know, synergy is one of them.
Synergy. Partnership.
No.
Heard that one way too much
Return on
lately.
interest or
And make sure
return
you-
on investment. I'm gonna start using that one.
So value.
Yeah, value. Basically anything on that Weird Al video.
You also have to say do the needful 3 times a day.
No, fuck that.
you know, I actually do that in emails just for the hell of it.
Please do the needful.
I hate when I see that.
I've sent it to you,
I know.
and it's awesome.
I hate that. It's almost as annoying as, did you turn it off and on again?
So I send it, and I'll immediately go to his office and be like, did you get that email?
Are you doing the needful, Ed? Are you doing it?
That and I get emails from an overnight group, the group. That's how
Yeah.
they tell me to do something. Can you please do the needful?
Yeah, that's probably my fault.
I'm going to be like, I have no idea what the needful is.
I'm pretty
so-
sure in the escalation document it has that in quotes.
Do the needful.
Send this to Ed nightly. Thanks.
Yeah, so, no needful.
No needful.
So has anyone heard of the Game of Thrones, the Telltale game series?
Yes.
So did you all hear that they did a release date for that finally?
I saw the article, but I hadn't read it yet.
Okay, what is this?
It's a Game of Thrones, a Telltale game series.
What is that?
So it's like an animated game series for Game of Thrones. I just read about it. I
Like
didn't know
a
it
video
existed.
game or...
He just read the title of the article out loud.
Yeah. Well, no, it's a video game? Is it a board game?
From what I can see, it's a video game. It's going to be on the Xbox and all that.
Okay.
So I don't know if it's supposed to be the main story or not because I haven't read that much, but it's coming out next month.
Okay. Maybe they're going to try to do the same thing that they did with what's that one sci-fi show about
You watch it.
St. Louis? They're in St. Louis.
Isn't that the one you watch?
It is actually.
Dominion?
No.
Oh.
Warehouse 13?
No. It's on currently right now. It's on Sci-Fi. Defiance.
Defiant.
Because Defiance did a video game tie-in. They
Yeah,
did-
but what you did in the game could affect the show.
right.
And
that's what I'm
vice
saying.
versa.
Are they going to do that with Game of Thrones?
No.
Because now they're just going totally off script now. Game of Thrones, the show itself.
I think they're going to
has
keep
open
true
range.
and kill enough people. I mean, as long as you're killing enough people, I think people will realize it's the same story.
No, I think they're going to go totally like batshit crazy. They're going to get
Everyone lives?
the frozen crazy guys up there with the babies. You know, they're
Do you
gonna
not remember what they're called?
No. White Walkers. Are those the Were those White Walkers though the ones that they offered the baby to that took the baby?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I thought they were like.
I was waiting for Kristin to be like, well,
I
actually.
thought they were the first children. So
I don't know who the first children
No.
are.
The White Walkers.
okay.
You seem to have more to say there.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, I think they're going totally off script, so they could go ahead and do a video game tie-in and make the audiences decide. I mean, they won't because that Defiance thing really sucks.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah,
I'm
they're not
pretty
going to
sure.
do it for Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
No, they know what they're going to do.
yeah. They're like, no, that was a really bad idea.
They like to
No.
kill way too many people that the audience likes.
Well, and there's been so many articles that I want to read, but I don't want to spoil it. That's why I try not to talk to Kristin about Game of Thrones because she knows all, sees all. But there's a lot of like spoilers coming out saying this person's back. We saw him on set for 2 weeks, or that kind of stuff. So I've seen a little bit of that, and I'm like,
you already knew he wasn't going to be dead.
no, I'm not talking about that one. You know nothing.
Oh, I know things. Trust me, I know things.
No, like they're saying a few characters from season 3 are coming back, and then they said there was a new cast member for some Dothraki. So I want to actually look into that because it's about time for me to start
she
season
did
1.
Yeah, go back.
Well, yeah, Bran's coming back, and the
Hodor.
Wildling woman. Well,
Hodor.
You don't like Hodor?
Walder Frey. will be
Walder
back.
Frey, yeah.
yeah.
So that should be cool.
I wonder if they're going to show what's his name, Tarly, Fatty. What's his name?
Samuel
Sam-
Tarly.
Samuel-
They're
yeah.
going to show him and his dad.
Yeah, show that relationship and his way on down to the Citadel Cathedral, whatever it's called.
Yeah, I haven't
Meister.
listened to the books. We mentioned earlier that the guy is very, very bad at reading.
I read the books, so that was different.
Yeah,
'Cause I read the books before the show even was
So I'm a firm
around.
believer of watching it on the TV first.
Well, now that
That's
they're
bad.
splitting, I kind of want to watch the first ones. I just need to find the book release that's written in blood. Like, I think that's more appropriate when you're reading this series.
Okay.
You about ready to cue
Just a
music?
thought. I could
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
You got nothing else?
No, I think I might be tapped out.
Yeah.
This isn't a magic.
Well,
cast.
if you watch more
Cast.
TV, we could lengthen our conversations.
Well, I mean, if y'all wouldn't just think Walking Dead.
Thank God for
We
Walking
talked
Dead.
about quite a few other shows.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Walking Dead was just the end.
yeah. Just that one zones me out. I don't like The Walking Dead. Never been a fan.
Well,
Wait-
he's not
wait
a
in
fan
the
of-
show, Kyle.
He's not a fan of any
Good
horror
for 'em.
movies, so. Or
True.
TV
Horror's not
horror.
really your
horror movies or horror movies.
Oh,
Just
yeah,
horror-
American Horror
horrors?
Story. Good
That's
for
one I
the
want to
season.
watch,
Yeah.
though.
this season's good.
'Cause, like,
It's so
it's
far.
what
It was.
It's
It's
so
that
far.
that hotel we were talking about.
Yeah.
You need to.
I know, because you told me about
Need
Hold on.
to.
So
the sex kills.
135.
135.
Odds.
That's all.
Watch
Okay.
the odds.
I'll put it on my list.
And like I said, Kathy Bates starts on 3, and I know you're a fan.
Yes, she
So
great performance in The Waterboy.
Oh God.
But yeah, next
that
week
was
I'm
fine.
sure we'll have our horror movie list. Did you give us some homework?
Yes.
So we'll talk some horror movies. And
Oh, it's close to Halloween.
we'll
It
have a
is Halloween.
Actually,
week. It's 2 days before Halloween.
tonight's Sleepy Hollow, so we won't be able to talk about the crossover because it'll be happening while we're
While
talking.
here. Yep.
Ooh, we
So-
can watch it live. We're doing it live.
But yeah, next week we'll talk some horror stuff.
Yeah, and maybe Kristin will come back. Maybe we do appreciate you coming on.
Yep. Well,
We'll
thank you.
see, if the mic will have me.
You got to treat it right.
Yeah. Got to be gentle.
Well, thanks everyone, and we'll see you next week.